My name is Faven Biena Solomon. My dad chose my name for me, and he chose it because it reminded him of this woman in the Bible in Romans, the last chapter of Romans. And she was a laywoman who served the church and served the people in the community. I mostly grew up here in Portland, in and around the Portland area. And a lot of my community, if it wasn't my immediate neighbors, were the folks that experienced this refugee experience. We were pretty insulated. I went to church with these folks, went to these folks' houses. We had monthly gatherings for holidays, gatherings for New Year's. So I was around folks who experienced the refugee experience for a majority of my life up until I left for college. I realized that these were stories that needed to be documented when, in 2019, I experienced homelessness for about 6 to 8 months. And after that experience, I reconnected with my family, and they started telling me more stories. At least my father did, because there was a certain level of respect of, you went through your own journey and your own experience of finding yourself and wanting a better life for yourself. So I will impart these stories onto you on a level that I know you'll get because you have walked in my shoes to a certain extent.
My name is Solomon Devabe Bayena. Solomon is a known name like son of David. So I don't have wisdom, but my dad, he gave me this name. Growing up, I born in Ethiopia. I grown up the city of Addis Ababa till I was 21.
My name is Tola Badani. My last name is Badani. My name it means a gift from God. I grew up in Addis Ababa. It's the capital of Ethiopia. And the people, the culture makes it beautiful to live because everybody is welcome. Your older brother or sister, if they get job, they don't believe that money is only theirs. In fact, it should be theirs, right? But they are providing all the necessities to their younger brothers and sisters. That's a very strong culture, and you cannot get it anywhere. The only place I get it at is back home.
Alula Alemayo Tasama.
And what does that mean?
Alula means there was the Alula. I got that name by the first general, African general, who fought for independence of Ethiopia or Tigray, let's say. Born in Hausen, Tigray, Ethiopia, and grew up in Adigrat, Tigray, Ethiopia.
In our country, the 70s, it was a famine in Ethiopia. The junta group, the Derg group, the military, it take over. Everything is changed in our country.
The Derg was established in June of 1974 as the Coordinating Committee of Armed Forces, Police, and Territorial Army by officers of the Ethiopian Army and Police, led initially by Chairman Mengistu Haile Mariam. On September 12, 1974, the Derg overthrew the government of the Emperor Haile Selassie during nationwide mass protests, and 3 days later formally renamed itself the Provisional Military Administrative Council. In March of 1975, the Derg abolished the monarchy and established Ethiopia as a Marxist-Leninist state, with itself as the vanguard party in a provisional government. Mengistu became chairman in 1977, launching the Qe'e Shebir campaign to eliminate political opponents. Tens of thousands of Ethiopians were imprisoned and executed without trial.
In 1974, when they changed the Ethiopian government, the previous one, he allied with the European and Americans. That time, the American abandoned Ethiopian. So the Turkey don't have any choice. They go to the Communist Party like Russia, Cuba. The wars broke out everywhere. In the north, there is the Tigrayan rebel group and Eritrean group. In the east, the Somalia invaded Ethiopia. It was hard time. The government is looking every single youngster. He hunted down, he suspect they are one of the party against of the government. You see the kids shut down in the street. The family, they can't collect their dead body unless they have to pay the bullet that killed them. Every single person, especially the mothers, living with the fear. We're 12 in a family. I'm the middle child. Every time the kids go out to school, a mom, she was outside crying. She hears something to die. Your son is arrested. Your son is killed. You see the younger kid. On the street, they dying. By bullet, nobody takes them. The dogs around them, they lick their blood. When I was 11th grade, they put us in the prison about 4 months. Most of them, they don't know where they are. They disappear, they take them at the night, they shoot them somewhere. The mother, they don't know, the family, they don't know. It is hard. But all that thing is, I don't have any future to live in my country. I love my country, don't make me wrong. Still I do. That's my blood. That's my country. Nobody give me that right. That is my birthright. But I don't have any choice.
Back then, what was the communism, the capitalism, or I have to go join the Mengistu regime army. I have a friends who went against the regime because that was communism. Either you have to go to the army, fight against your people, the Mengistu regime. So I was against the Tigrayan people. And I'm Tigray. And I say I'm not gonna join, so I have to flee the country. I went to Sudan.
So May 15, 1984, me and three of my friends, we got a journey to go to other country, a neighbor country. It was a difficult time. We've been captured. The decision is dead on imprisonment. But we take a chance. We walk in a desert. A desert, you don't see nothing, only sand. 11 days when we walk, one of my friends, he can't reach this, he fell down. Say, leave me here, tell my family I'm on the way, I don't make it. Your friend, your grown-up friend, he's the only person he knows you in that journey. Your mom, your dad, your family, they don't know where you are. He's the only witness. When he told you that, what you do? Me and one of my friends, we tired, but we hold them together. A day day and a half, we walk holding him here. I don't know. Sometimes when you are helpless, you can't do nothing. But to save your friend, he gave you strength. That strength, I don't know where we get it. But we get it that strong. We save our friend. Now he's a father of 3. Every 9 o'clock every night he called me from Seattle. Even if we help each other in that bad time, we be the people. We create a better world. This world is big enough to accommodate all of us.
Very terrible journey, but we made it finally. And when we got to Djibouti, the sad things, they trying to forcibly send us back. And we begged them. I mean, it was psychologically and emotionally, you had big trauma there. Almost for 2 weeks, they had to keep us in some military base. And they always tell us, you got to be ready for tomorrow. We are going to send you back in.
And they taken us to the refugee camp. It was closed 82, but the first time they opened 84, May 30, we had the second batch of to open that refugee camp. It was nothing, just like, there is nothing. We got a tent, one tent for 5 people, 3 kilogram rice, equivalent to 6.14 pound, and a little cooker, water jug with no water, a stove, there is no fuel, no water resource.
Yeah, spent, I believe, about 3 months in Damazin until I sneaked to Khartoum. From there, you have to go your own way. Somebody, if a couple guys are working, they will provide everything. Next is gonna be you when you get a job. If the other one is not getting, 6-7% you live together. The only thing you don't exchange is socks and pants. The rest, you wash them today. Who is working early in the morning, he might take your pants. And you're not gonna say anything because you have to go to work. You know? Sharing was loving. That's the refugee camp. That's what it taught us.
It is now the new you to adapt with the community. They think we are a beggar. We're taking everything what they have. So many people, so many intelligent people, so many unused knowledge, the doctors, the teachers, scientists, mechanic, a lot of people left in their home. We are a victim, not a beggar. After 5 years, one time the government, the local government, they came up. It is about 500 something people. Exactly the same day, May 30, in 1989, they taken us and deport us in the Ethiopian border. Most people, the prison, they put them at the prison. It's not easy for me to stay in home because I'm a traitor. I never obeyed the military junta government, what they say. The rule of United Nations, if you are registered like UNHCR, registered a refugee, that means they will never put you back in your nation country, the place you come. But it's corrupted. No advocate. We have one of my cousins, he lives on the border of Moyale. he helped us to go down to Kenya. It is another culture, another people. Everything is changed.
All you hope is to come to America. That's my first flight, my first airplane.
How was that experience?
Beautiful. First airplane from Khartoum, Sudan to Egypt, Cairo. From Egypt to Rome. From Rome to New York. From New York to Portland, Maine. Back then, you have to give you have to get a medical clearance. And I do have a lot of friends who couldn't make it because they were positive for HIV. Yeah, even I know a couple of friends who made suicide when they tell them you're negative, so you're not coming here. Yeah, that's the worst part. And until you get your result, those 3 weeks, you get crazy. That's the hard part, the hardest part.
The U.S. was taking refugees from all over to resettle to the U.S. that time. So I had to ask a visa there, and I had to go through the process. And that's why I got a resettlement by the U.S. government, so I came here. I had a chance to work for the city of Dallas. I was in Dallas. Then I moved to places, different states. I had a good experience. Then almost I've been to theater now 15 years. I came to the US in the early 90s. And I like the weather, I like the people here. And I'm married and I have 3 kids. You make for the next refugees a better place. That's the point, not just for yourself only. You know, we came here just to eat the fruit, but the black people, we know what they've been through.
I wish this wouldn't happen. Everybody stay at home, at where he belongs or she belongs, or home. But home is home. But with the current situation, if you're trying to be a refugee, good luck.
I'm blessed. I wish all refugees in the world they get this opportunity and more organization involved, and to make them the people to live in harmony, to be in peace, to be as human. That's what I'm asking to all organizations to help refugees.